Okay, I'm going to do this interview with some college in the middle of the country. I'm not sure, Idaho or Iowa or one of them. Hey, pretty good. How's it going? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can turn it on. Okay. No, wait, hold on. Front camera. Oh, there we go. Cool. Those are good videos. You're right. Right. Okay. So, well, I was born and raised in Southern California, and I'm here right now to go on a dolphin cruise. But I moved out of Southern California in 1985 to live and work in Yosemite National Park. And the first time I saw myself on a video camera was like right when consumer video first came out. And I said, oh my God, that's me. I have to do that. You know, it's like I was instantly drawn to it and attacked it furiously and was already creating and editing and mixing sound into videos way before computers came. And just, just I was doing it on my own. I kind of just figured out a way to fund it. What I did is I just put an ad in the local paper saying that I would record your event for free and I would sell the tapes to you for 20 bucks. And then I would sell like maybe 20, so that kind of funded my hobby. And so I did it kind of semi-professionally and as a hobby, but I was just drawn to it. I was just going to do it any way I could. The the first camera I got was a Sony 8 millimeter, so it was a little more advanced than a VHS. And then I was just recording, and I would record it on a VCR and like an 8 millimeter VCR, and then kind of do it back and forth. It was really really tough and low quality, but I was practicing my craft. And then when YouTube came out, I instantly, oh, that's it. That's where I'm supposed to do. That's where it's all going to go. And so I didn't have any mind as to like, okay, I'm going to do this so I can be famous or I can make money for it. I wasn't even thinking about that. What YouTube was for me was just like an external hard drive. It was just a place to store my content because it was something that I wanted to do. And I didn't think about like, oh, other people are going to watch this. Or, I mean, it was kind of in the back of my mind, but yeah, I think I had one that had like I think it had like 1,500 views, and I thought that was a like that was my first video, my fight video, or my yeah. I used mixed martial arts cage fighting to lose 185 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, it was a strategy that I used to trick myself into losing a lot of weight. Anyway, so as soon as YouTube came out, I just like started putting my stuff on there, and I shot a video of a rainbow in 2009, and all my friends would come over and say, "Let's watch that video. It's so awesome." And I actually thought that was going to go viral, but right, and that was one of the ones that they used to auto-tune the song, and about a year later, then a double rainbow came, and when I'm shooting it, I'm not thinking, "Oh, this is going to be a viral video." I'm just in the moment capturing it. But once I watched it, it was like, "Oh, I get it. This is it. This is what I've been thinking is going to happen." And I immediately uploaded it and put it on YouTube and sent it to everyone I knew and said, "This is going to be a viral video. Send it to everyone you know." And it only had like 800 views when Jimmy Kimmel tweeted it. Yeah, so yeah, so it was like 7 months, and once he tweeted it, it was just like an explosion. Yeah, it was just I was instantly famous. I was the most Googled person on the planet that month. Uh, okay. Jimmy has a lot of minions that search for stuff for him. And what happened is I had went on Jimmy's show like a couple years before, and yeah, well, I just went in the audience, but I'm such a big personality that like they recognized it immediately and put me on camera, and I kind of had like a rapport with Jimmy, and the announcer guy called me Jimmy's boyfriend. And so I went home and made a shirt that said Jimmy's boyfriend, and I came back with it, and they remembered me and said, "Oh my God," and they put me in the monologue. Okay, so since I know I'm going to Jimmy Kimmel, I set my DVR to catch it, and I record it, and then when I get home, I play it, and I catch it on my camera, and then I put that on YouTube. And then so one of Jimmy's buddies, like they always search for stuff, on the internet. Of course, I'm going to search for him, and they saw it, and they said, "Like, what else does he got?" So that's how they found the double rainbow video, and they sent it to him. Oh, totally. Yeah, totally forgot. I had 200 videos on YouTube at this point and had just completely forgot about it. And I woke up July 3rd and checked my email, and it's just my whole email is full of YouTube comments. And I'm like, what's this? Right. And I didn't think anything about it. I didn't think about it. I just deleted the whole page. And when I deleted it, the next page was full too. And I'm like, "Oh, something's going on." And I read one of them, and it said, "Jimmy Kimmel tweeted your video. You're so lucky." And I'm like, "It hit. Yeah, it's happening." And I called my girlfriend right away, and I said, "My video is going viral." And she's like, what is that?" She had no clue what any of that meant. And I said, "It means I'm going to be famous." And she's like, "Shut up." And then she got to my house, and it went from 1,800 views in just a few minutes to 18,000 in like an hour. And I said, and she's like, "Oh, I'll be impressed when it hits 1 million." It took 4 days. Four, and like press was calling me, MTV called me the next day. They wanted to run two of my videos, and it's just my phone was just going nonstop, and it was just like I was on a magic carpet ride. No, absolutely not. I had not even been thinking about any of that. Like again, like I said, it was just an external drive for me. So, and then right away they asked me if I wanted to put ads on the double rainbow video, and I refused that. And they didn't understand that. Yeah, they sent me like three or four things. "Wait a minute, you can make a bunch of money. Look here, put ads on it." And I'm like, "No, I'm never gonna do that. That's never gonna happen." And I think that sets me apart from everyone else. No, all of them are except the double rainbow video. Yeah. Because the video is me understanding that I'm in the presence of God. So I'm witnessing God. You can't put an ad on God. If I if I was someone who had did that, it would have never came to me. Almost every interview they ask that because they don't understand my reality, my consciousness. I'm a kid from the barrios of East LA who came to Yosemite National Park and hacked a farm out of the wilderness, when I was 25 years old. Who does that, and who also turns down all that money, for, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that sets me apart. And uh, so yeah, almost every interview they asked me if I was on drugs. So when you understand my reality, I've been doing these Yosemite Indian ceremonies for 25 years. I live alone on the side of a mountain. Most people have no clue what that's like. So once you start to understand that background stuff, how I live my life, where I live, then you can understand that I have a whole different consciousness than most people. Yeah, exactly. You too is the vessel. You too is the vehicle that I use to share like my thoughts and what I see and how my interpretation in the world. It's still going on. It's completely it's just a non-stop thing. I just had a Swedish TV crew last week come over. There's just offers. It's every week stuff's coming in. I'm just constantly dealing with it. Yeah. It's become a really small part. Like my reality is like I have a farm. I produce food to eat, and I raise dogs and chickens, and like I have all kinds of fruit trees, and I ride a motorcycle, and I have a lot of fun. So that's the majority of my life, and then the other part is like I'll go travel. Maybe for a week to do this thing. Like I spoke at MIT, and I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, and then I do a lot of interviews. So there's like 1% of my life that is filled with this stuff, but the rest of it is just exactly the same. Well, it made me some money so that I was able to fix my teeth, and I fixed all my vehicles, and I bought a motorcycle, and that's about it. Oh, and now anywhere I go, I get recognized, I get mobbed. Yeah. I don't go anywhere without getting recognized, and if I'm in someplace like in a city, it's a mob. It's like I'm a big rock star. Yeah, and I have a lot of videos like that. Oh, this is the shirt that the kids in Iceland made me. I went to Iceland, a high school, raised money. We're actually doing a Kickstarter for it right now. They're trying to come out here and finish the documentary that they started on me. I went out there right after I went viral. They contacted me, and I was like, "What? You want me to come to Iceland? You're going to pay for everything, really?" And then they made it happen. It was really amazing. And so they documented the whole thing with the whole documentary crew, but they want to finish it. They want to come out here, and so that's the Kickstarter's just started like a couple days ago. Yeah. Yeah, that absolutely. That was what this whole thing was for. You see, it wasn't something that I tried for or I didn't plan. I just captured it. It just came to me. And none of the stuff that I do, I do all kinds of press and all kinds. I don't ask for any of it. It all comes to me. So it means that I'm supposed to spread this message that I have distilled about what it means. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So as you know, the Double Rainbow video was turned into a song by the Gregory Brothers. Actually, there's like dozens and dozens of different songs, but that one's the most popular one. And that the first time that that was sung in public was at the first YouTube conference. So, and I wasn't there, and someone filmed it, and I was like, hey, I should be there. They're singing my words. And so I contacted them, and they said, yeah, you're right, you should be there. So they have had me come to the YouTube conferences. There's been 4, every one, and they close the concert with my song, and then they bring me out at the end, and everyone's in this furious stage, you know, this crazy stage. And when I walk out, it's just like, I mean, you've seen, it's just mind blowing, you know. That's happened a bunch of times, and I'm a rock star who doesn't sing. Yeah, not so much autographs as much as hugs and pictures. Everyone wants a picture with me everywhere I go. I don't, like if I go to a city, it's hard for me to walk because people are just stopping. And then it feeds on itself, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's what it is nowadays. Yeah. Okay, so I don't make any money from my farm. I was already pretty much set when the video went viral. It was like I was a starving artist, right? So my farm was paid off, my vehicles were paid, my kids were raised. So I was in a place where it's like I could just subsist and not need no much money. I said in a lot of interviews I lived on $6,000 a year or less for 6 years. But that's because my place, you know, when you don't have rent, you know, and you don't have child support or car payments, it's easy. So a lot of money has come, and I used it to, like, you know, fix my teeth and work on my land so that other people could come. But I never. Uh, some big companies gave me some money, you know, some grants. But I just used it to work on my place because I don't like to go anywhere. The only place I ever go is when people say, come and we'll pay. So that's the only way I travel. 51. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. No, well, I came to work in the park in 1985, and I worked for the concessionaire. I was a firefighter and an EMT, and then I worked for the Park Service. I did all kinds of cool jobs. And then in 1994, I started driving truck, and I drove truck to 2004 long enough to pay off my land and have a little bit of money. And okay, then I said, okay, I'm gonna just create art. I'm gonna just do my passion. And also the other thing was I was getting ready to die from truck driving. It's like I was 465 pounds, and I'm like, if I don't stop doing this, I'm gonna die. And so that's why I got into the cage fighting. And it all kind of just flowed together. I used my photography and video skills to trade for the training for the cage fighting. So yeah, it all kind of just worked together. Yeah. Everyone tells me to do that, but there's videos. Yeah, I'm up to when I first got to Yosemite. I think there's like 6 or 8 videos where I talk about my life. It's basically if what it would be if I wrote an autobiography. So I'm about to age 22. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, I kind of just thought that I would be a viral video artist. I didn't want it, you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, so here's what worked for me. I don't ever go anywhere without a camera. I never have a camera farther than a hand's reach away. And I record everything, or not almost everything, you know, I record a lot of stuff. And The thing about me is like I'm just doing what I'm passionate about. I'm doing what I love, and I'm open. I'm honest. I don't try. I just do. And all I'm doing is recording my life so that I can watch it. That's what has driven me because I want to watch myself on video. So it's a lot different than what a lot of people do because they are trying to make it happen. And I never did. I never cared that it was going to happen. I just kind of thought, oh yeah, that's probably going to happen to me because my life's really amazing. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay, so a double rainbow is a mirror of itself. And so my video is a mirror for the viewer. So what you see in my video, that's in you. So if you only see the scientific part of it, then that's how you think. What I see the spiritual aspect of it and how many songs have been written about me are using my words, right? Yeah, so they're dumb and they're boring and they don't have a viral video and I'm interesting and I see bigger things and I'm a living legend. I'm in countless video games, TV shows, movies. I've done hundreds and hundreds of interviews. I've been flown all over the world. A TV show in England wanted to give me Video of the Year and wanted to fly me out there, and I was literally too busy to fly to London on their dime to do it. Jennifer Aniston fangirled me. She walked up to me. She goes, "I'm a huge fan. Can I take your picture?" Yeah. Yeah. I know. But yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of people who are just interested because I lead a very alternative lifestyle. You know, I was born in the city and I moved to the mountains. You know, and I have a mountain farm and beautiful girls come and volunteer on my farm from all over the world. And I have a motorcycle and I go swimming all the time. And you know, everywhere I go, people want to hug me and yeah. Yeah, yeah, you know that one commercial, the world's most interesting man? No, I'm the real one. Yeah, we're gonna take off in a little bit. Oh, thanks. Wait, let me say one last thing. Okay, so let me tell the things that I have distilled that are the message that I'm supposed to give, and that's love your fellow man, walk gently on Mother Earth, and connect to Spirit, and that I am only a vessel and a servant for my fellow man. And so, going with that, I would like anyone who is interested in YouTube or any of that kind of social stuff to message me, and if they have any questions for me, if they want any advice, I read everything. Any personal message that comes on YouTube, I read it, and if it's a sincere question, I respond. Yeah. I don't mess around, you know what I mean? Someone says, you know, they want, if there's something that I can do, I do it. I don't mess around. Well, if they're totally a novice, they can just Google double rainbow, and then that takes you to my viral video that's got 40 million views on it. And you just click on my username and then find the way that says send a message. Oh, my pleasure. You guys take it easy.